Sure, he's the big guy. See if my glasses work. Thank you. Promises will do well.
All the crying was supposed to end last year. As we were sitting here, I wasn't going to talk much because I talk too much. But flash back to driving across the country, yelling at the dashboard, at the steering wheel about ALS and how we need to change what we're doing.
Thanks. So thank you, Julie. ALS staff and board members, we are really honored to receive this award. Thank you. So it began in about 2010, and I competed in the Penticton Ironman Canada Triathlon, and I'd come up with the slogan "Try being 10," as in triathlon. Some people don't get to learn, but so I was trying to end ALS. We thought it would be really cool to do this across Canada one day. And when I retired, and I kind of forgot about it, didn't think anything more of it. And then a couple of years ago, Mike said, "Well, remember, when we were talking about this, why don't we do it in 2025?" Because I was going to retire. Well, I didn't retire, but I took a 5-month leave from work. Mike was semi-retired, so he didn't have to worry about too much. He was the planner. So on May 5th, we left our house and we headed out for a 138-day journey across, up and over Canada. We have been involved with the ALS Society fundraising and volunteering ever since my mom was diagnosed in 1999, but we've never done anything this big. We drove over 31,000 kilometers, and we both raced in 18 triathlons in 20 weeks, and again, every province and territory. So that was, it was pretty amazing. And you missed the territories. So we were lucky that we had no major problems, other than our trailer breaking down unexpectedly. Then I had to visit the dentist because I broke a tooth. We didn't get injured. We didn't really get sick. The weather was not nearly as hot or humid or bug infested as we were expecting. We had never been further east than Alberta, so we weren't sure what to expect. We did have to adjust our plans for a while when the Alaska Highway was closed, so we frantically tried to rejig things, decided to do another race in Saskatchewan, and meanwhile, as we were heading to that one, the highway opened up again, so we thought, okay, well, we better still stick to our plan and head up to the Yukon and do that one. So we got up there, we just didn't quite have as much time to enjoy the journey up there. There was a lot of drive, stop. We got 4 days there, 3 days there, pack up, drive. So a lot of that. We stayed in many small towns across the country that we would never have stayed in if we weren't doing this. So that was really special. And yes, Canada is very large, and Canadians are incredibly nice people. We were very surprised to learn how many people have been impacted by ALS. We talk to people every day. Sometimes it was really hard. There was a patio in a small northern community in Newfoundland. We were sitting there enjoying the sunset, and there was 3 other tables out there with us. During the night, each table came up to us and they had a story to tell, and there was nobody else out there but us 3 tables. So that was a pretty high percentages of people who knew about it.
That was kind of not a normal day, but things are going on. We're meeting these families and everything was fine. I wasn't crying like I am now. And then somebody had to don money behind my back, and then the waterworks started for both of us. So that was kind of the days we had. We had great days that way, and we had some hard days.
Yeah. Up in Iqaluit, we mentioned the only brewery that was there. We were on our way back into town, and it happened to be their trivia night, and Big John was going around and he asked who we were, and we told him our story. He told the group, and within 15 minutes, they raised $520 for us. And they didn't know us from anybody. And we were so grateful that we came up to Iqaluit. It's like nobody goes up there. It's not a tourist place. You don't go there for a holiday. So that was.
We were probably the only people. Well, not probably. We were the only people running through town in spandex. Lucky we didn't get shot.
Yeah, that was a hard time there. And in BC, there was like Emma on BC Ferries who her mom was diagnosed with, she was in grade 8, and then her mom passed away when she was in grade 12. She's 27 now, and broke down in tears when she saw our shirts and Googled us and heard our story. Another two ladies had literally waved a $100 bill out the car window. They stopped us from leaving the parking lot, handed us this $100 bill and just said, have a safe drive and good luck.
No, it's,
So 50% of the funds raised in each province stayed in that province for their people living with ALS, and then 50% went to ALS BC. We didn't came anywhere close to reaching our fundraising goal, but we had way more impact on the awareness side of things than we ever expected. And since then, I've been involved with other activities that I wouldn't have done if we didn't have this story to tell. And we're still trying. Next week we have a team, thanks to my daughter's suggestion, have a team in the Sun Run trying to end ALS, so we'll have our shirts. We're not doing a big fundraiser, but we'll get the awareness out there, and we got some kind of things percolating back here. I just want to give a quick shout out to some of the people, our sponsors, a couple of our sponsors, David Francilian and Vision Financial, and Sheldon Woods Creative Association for helping on our website, and all the community sponsors that we had. This was pretty much a self-funded adventure. Thank you, Sydney, for your inheritance. The ALS staff and board for your support and for managing our donations. Again, all of the money that was raised went to the cause. And thanks for cheering us on at our last race there at Cultus Lake. To my sister and her husband, Tammy and Darren, who looked after our house when we were gone. Like, you never think about those things. Oh, my oil changes in the truck? Like, who would have thought? Like, I don't think about that stuff. But a couple of oil changes, had to get new tires before and after, things you don't think about. For our daughter Sydney for starting our website and for being there for us before, during, and after the journey. She's heard all these stories many times and was there by text, by FaceTime, and even in person. She came out to Nova Scotia and stayed with us for a few days and saw what it was all about, what we were doing. For all the past and current ALS warriors and their loved ones who shared their stories with us, thinking those stories, we got a text from a woman from Texas. She said, I'm following you. Thank you for what you're doing. I have ALS. I miss running. And I thought about that a lot of times when I was running and struggling, because we just had to dig deep for a couple of hours. They have to dig deep every day, and that's what kept us going. So thank you for this honor. We're going to be around doing various things going forward. Got to keep trying. So thank you.